Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of 6 Things I Love About My RV. On this week's episode, I'm actually meeting up here with my wife, Stephanie, and we are going to be talking about our brand new Camp Tab 320 CSS. It's actually not that brand new. We've had it for about 6 months now. I've used it solo, Stephanie has used it solo, and we've both used it together, and we both absolutely love it. So let's head on over to the rig, say hello to Stephanie, and dive into the 6 things that we love about this RV.
Hey everyone, I'm Jeremy. I'm the author of the best-selling Where Should We Camp Next series of guidebooks. This summer, I'm hitting the open road with my camera guy Sean and meeting some really cool people and talking about why they love their RVs. This is season 4 of 6 Things I Love About My RV, brought to you by Go RVing.
Hello, Stephanie, and welcome to 6 Things I Love About My RV for the very first time. How are you?
Very good. Very excited. I finally got invited on the show.
You finally made the cut, and actually Maverick is here with us as well, so you guys will get to see Maverick throughout this episode. We are both loving this new Camp Tab, right? I think that we both just absolutely have fallen in love with this rig.
Yeah, it's always hard to downsize from a larger RV, but this one definitely has checked all of the boxes that we were looking for when we made the move to a smaller RV.
I think that we even love it more than maybe we thought we would love it.
So far.
So the very first thing that you love about this new Camp Tab is what?
I love the fact that this new Camp Tab is so easy to hitch up and tow. So I can travel by myself and I can easily run through a simple checklist, that I keep on my phone to hitch this up to our F-250. And then also when I'm towing, I feel really confident. I feel like I can change lanes and I can pull into rest stops and I can get gas and I don't need a spotter, necessarily making sure that I'm clearing corners and everything.
And it's only 2,100 pounds and we're over towing it right now with an F-250, but you may have a small SUV in your future, which would work just fine.
Yeah, and that's one of the nice things about the size of this is I can downsize from our F-250 and get something like a smaller SUV that'll work for my daily driver and it will tow this comfortably.
All right, let's get Maverick unwrapped around from my feet here and we're gonna head inside and talk about the second thing that Stephanie loves about this Teardrop camper. So Stephanie, what do you love about this versatile and flexible interior space?
So even though we were, downsizing to a smaller space, we really needed a lot of things to happen in this little area. And I love the fact that this is a bed, a very comfortable bed, but it also transforms into a very comfortable workplace. So we are the kind of campers that bring our work on the road a lot with us, and I can very comfortably work in here. I also wanted a space for food prep and, eating. Even though we have a nice outdoor kitchen,
you can still make coffee in here.
I still wanted to be able, in the morning or inclement weather or anything like that, to be able to do it in here. And you can, there's plenty of counter space and table space for that. So for such a small space, it really does a remarkable job at checking off all those boxes.
And I think the magic trick here is that this bed converts so quickly. It is a lightning fast conversion to go from waking up in the morning to flipping up the seats and sitting here and having a cup of coffee. It's literally 5 to 10 seconds. So I think that makes it work for all those different things.
For sure.
All right, Stephanie, you love our wet bath. Tell everybody why.
I do love the wet bath. So even though I'm perfectly fine with using bathhouses sometimes, and if they're clean and lovely to use, I love having something that I can use in a pinch, either on the road while we're traveling or at the campground. So this is a wet bath, meaning that it has the cassette toilet, very easy to dump. I mean, from
what she's heard, it's pretty easy to use. I love cassette toilets. They are so easy to use, so easy to maintain.
And then there's a sink back here. You can always wash your hands. And then when you want to shower, we've got coverage for the toilet paper, and you can just shower in here.
And the sink handle lifts up and becomes...
And the sink handle, I don't know if it'll reach to show you. The sink handle is your shower. So you can just shower off in here in a pinch. So this is a really great, useful option for when you can't just access great campground bathrooms.
All right, let's move on to the fourth thing that Jeremy loves about this RV.
Now, Jeremy, you love the Alda system. So why don't you tell everybody why that's one of your favorite things?
I don't think I've ever loved a heating and hot water system before until now, but this thing is amazing, and we do camp in cold weather. So I was at this very campground earlier this spring, and it was 29 degrees at night, and the Alda system had this thing warm and toasty like that, like instantly. And the thing that I truly, truly love about it is it runs off propane or electric or both, and we can plug into electric at so many places where we camp, and then we don't have to spend money on propane to have heat. And also it heats up this teardrop quickly, and we get the hot water going really, really quickly outside. I love my outdoor kitchen. We're going to talk about that in a second. And I love having hot water out there as well. So that Alda system works absolutely perfectly, and I love it.
Now, we both love this thing about RV, but you get to talk about it. So why do you love the outdoor kitchen on this new camp?
Oh, you can dive into it at any point, because
Okay.
I think that we both bought this teardrop camper for this clamshell outdoor kitchen. We both love to cook outside. We have both always wanted a clamshell kitchen, and now we have one. There's so many little things that I love about this that all add up to make it amazing. So I love having a sink here for doing dishes, and it has hot water. I love that we have 2 burners here, so we can cook right here at the back of this teardrop. I've also really come to love this 12-volt fridge by Camco. Gets cold really, really quickly. Lots of room in there to bring our food to the campground. And one of the things that really took me by surprise, that is one of my favorite features of this entire RV, is that these cabinets open up both on the inside and the outside. So if you have your stuff for coffee stored in there, you can access it and grab it while you're here outside. Or if you're inside and it's raining, you can also get to that same stuff. And this has also become like a communal area where we hang out when we camp. People pull up their chairs here, we get them a cold drink, we do some cooking. This is like the heart and soul, the heartbeat of our campsite when we go camping.
Okay, Jeremy, what is the 6th thing you love about this RV?
I absolutely love these European style windows. As you can see, they ratchet up really high, so you can get a nice cross breeze right across the RV when you're inside. You also get a lot of natural light inside the RV. We really didn't want an RV that was dark inside. We have all kinds of light. You get nice views of the campground as well. So when you're sitting inside, you do feel connected to nature. I also love these screens, and then you can also pull them up and go into privacy mode there. So you could have them sort of half open, half closed. Give yourself a little bit of privacy if you want. Overall, they are gorgeous, high quality windows, and I absolutely love them. I would assume you totally love them too,
I
right?
do. We started out as pop-up campers, so we love feeling those outdoors sort of in the RV, and this definitely checks those boxes.
Absolutely. All right, let's step aside and wrap up the show. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for coming on this week's episode of 6 Things I Love About My RV, and thank you for being my RV buddy for all of these years. We've gone all over America and Canada together. We've got a lot more to say. Fall is coming. Fall is in the air. Where do you want to go with the teardrop, or where do you want to take this on a camping trip?
With you in the teardrop, or just
either,
me in the teardrop?
either with me or solo,
right.
whichever you get to decide.
Okay, all right. Well, it's fall. We're here at the Jersey Shore. I always feel like the Catskills is calling our name as soon as those leaves start to change. Maybe a little Lake Placid action. We'll see.
For some foliage. So you'll do that solo, but can we go to Essetig together with the
Okay,
teardrop?
deal.
Deal? All right. If you want to find out more about RVing or find a dealer near you, make sure you head on over to GoRVing.com.